Everything is your choice. How you choose to see things, hear things, accept things that are happening to you in your reality. Everything is your choice. And I'm not going to do an introduction today, so I just want to get straight into the video. When we are seeing things unwanted, we have a choice. We have a choice to accept them, or we have a choice to recreate them. We have a choice whether we use it as feedback for work that we need to do either on ourselves or revising that specific situation or person from what they've said or how they're treating us, or whatever it is. We all have a choice. When it comes to manifesting, consciously manifesting, and we're seeing things in our 3D reality that are unwanted, we have a choice whether we react to it. We have a choice whether we kind of accept what is said and we revise it. We have a choice to give up on the conscious manifestation that we are looking to have in our reality. We all have a choice. I know that when it comes to choice, sometimes that choice is easier than others, depending on what the situation is that we're experiencing. So, for example, if we're experiencing somebody saying, I don't love you, that's going to hit hard. My assumption, it's going to hit you hard. That's going to be pretty difficult to flip the story around, to recreate, potentially. I'm just using it as an example. Whereas somebody saying, you know, they prefer your hair up as opposed to down if you've got long hair, you can easily recreate that. No, they love my hair either way. It's just, you can just ignore it and just revise it, recreate what it is that you want to hear that person say to you. But when it comes to matters of the heart, it is, my assumption, can be harder to recreate what we have been seeing come back to us in our 3D reality. So what do we do in those circumstances? Now, I've spoken to you before openly about the times when my specific person would say, I don't know why you're calling, we're not compatible, don't get along, please don't call me. And with a gulp and kind of holding back the tears, I said, thank you for being honest. And I put the phone down and I cried. And I had a choice to accept that. And even though it was really hard and it was really painful to hear that, I had a choice to accept it or to recreate it. And through tears, snot down face, you name it, I was pretty much in a mess. With my pen shaking on my notepad, I chose to recreate it. Sometimes, and that was with intentions. I intend that they miss me still. I intend that he wants to be with me. I intend that he loves me still. Sometimes it's really easy to recreate something because we all have the choice of whether we want to or not, depending on how much it hurts or how much it triggers us. Sometimes we can just do it just like that. You know, I've told you the story again about this specific person when he said, you know, I want to see you. I'd like to see you, but I don't want to be in a relationship at the moment. Because I'd done the work and I understood that everyone is you pushed out. And I'd got into that state of the feeling of the wish fulfilled, that living in the end state. When I saw that message, I didn't see that message. I saw it as he wants to see me, therefore the job's done. I recreated it and I did it there and then. But if you'd said to me 5 or 6 weeks earlier, if I'd seen that message, could I have done that then? No, I couldn't have. It took time for me to believe in everyone as you pushed out. It took time for me to accept that what was being reflected back at me was just based on my old thoughts. It took time for me to understand all of that. But the more I did the work, the more I was able to accept what was being said and was able to flip it and revise it. And it took diligence and persistence. But I do know how it can be really hard when we are hearing things that we don't want to hear from the person that we love the most. So we just want to know that we do have a choice. We can take a step back from the situation, remind ourselves that what's being reflected back at us is based on a thought that we've had that's just hardened into fact. It's just a thought. It's not real. It's just a thought. So we can maybe cry a bit, even if you want to, that's okay. But then when you're ready to not accept what it is that you've seen or heard, revise that. We can recreate that through the power of affirmations and intentions. An intention is just a softer affirmation. It's just a softer way of saying I am. So I intend. So we can do an intention if it feels more natural to do that, or we can do an I am affirmation. I am the only one they want. They do love me. I am all they've ever wanted in a loving relationship. We can revise whatever it is that they've said based on what it is that we want to hear. So we can take a bit of time, but the more we do that, the more you see things coming back to you that you don't like, the easier it will be for you to be able to recreate it. We all have a choice. We have a choice to listen to the 3D, to see what the 3D is reflecting back at us based on just our old thoughts, just our old patterning beliefs. And we have the choice to accept it and leave it as it is, or just kind of, oh, they said that, but I heard this, and revise it, recreate it through the power of intentions and affirmations. Like I said, it is easier for some things than others, granted. But the more we persist, especially with what it is that we really want and we deserve, even if we have to take a step back, even if we cry, even if we have a bit of a wobble with a friend on the phone, it's okay. We just get straight back on the story of what it is that we want to see or hear. We have the choice. Use it as feedback and focus on the desire of what it is that you want. I just wanted to share that because I've had a lot of clients lately who have been really, really upset with how their specific persons have been treating them, and they're kind of in a bit of a state of feeling like it's impossible. And we've worked through that. Excuse me, we've worked through that. We're working through that. These are kind of first sessions I've been having with them, first introductory sessions. And just remember, it's just, if this helps, it's just an old thought based on a belief, based on something you've just hardened into fact. And we can change that. And it does take a bit of work, yes, granted, but just take one day at a time. You have a choice. Accept what they've said or recreate it. I hope that's helped. I'm going to cough again. I am getting better, I promise. I really hope that's helped. Any questions, please feel free to like, share, and comment below, and subscribe. Take care, guys.